teach my horses lateral and vertical flexion. I want her to give with the least amount of pressure possible laterally, and the trick to this is not to put a lot of pressure on her, just wait for them to give. She gives and gets soft, and I release. I'll do this no more than 3 times on each side as I'm teaching. I can come back to it later. Ask her again. She gets soft, I give. She gets soft. Wait till she hits a sticky spot, then gets soft, and then she gives. She did pretty good that way, so I'll just go for vertical. Vertical is a posture. It's them trusting me. They won't give you this if you're yanking and pulling and banging. They won't give you a true vertical because they're just giving what you make them give them. They have to be soft and trust you in order to give you vertical with softness and trust. So everything I do with my horses is with softness and trust. And then we just convert it to saddle. She ground ties fairly well. Before I ever get on a horse, I make sure I can move parts. If I can't move parts from the ground, I certainly don't expect to be able to move them while I'm in the saddle. The first thing I ask them to do is to disengage their hind quarters. I have to put myself in a position, ask her to disengage her hind quarters. Her left hind leg is crossing over in front of her right hind leg, so she's disengaging her hind quarters. That's putting her in neutral. She can't run, buck, kick, or run away when she's disengaging that way. Now we'll try it on this side. I'll just put pressure on her hip. I'll ask her to disengage. She's putting her right leg in front of her left leg and crossing over. And we've got a disengagement of the hind quarters. Next I teach them to move their shoulders. She's going to go, no, I just want to go hit you quickly. I've noticed that these Tennessee walkers are a lot more sensitive, it seems, than say the quarter horse breed. So you got to talk quieter to them. So I'm just going to ask her to move her shoulders. There, we got a nice shoulder move. Move another step. And she understands how to move her shoulders. I'll gently go to the other side and ask her to move her shoulders on this side. I'll just ask her to move her front shoulder. I want her front foot to cross over. I'm not getting the correct crossover. There, she crossed over right. And when we get front and rear going, then we can put it together and go for a lateral leg yield, where both front and rear are crossing at the same time. Nice leg yield. Every time I get on a horse, I go through that pre-checklist. I want to be able to move their butt. I want to be able to move their front shoulders. I want to move everything laterally. And I want them to be able to stand here and back off from me on the ground, all in nice and quiet cadence. And then I'll warm up with sending them. I want them to send smoothly before I clamber up on top of their back. So I'll send her between me and the fence. I'll get a leg yield. I'll get a back up. I'll move her shoulders. Didn't move correctly there. Now I'll walk you through. Get a leg yield. Back up. Move your shoulders. Walk just see if I can do it smooth. Not pulling on the rope. Try to keep my stick holstered so that I'm not using it to direct her. I only use it for encouragement. But she checks out pretty good on the ground. I'll just bring her back in and I'll have her stand there and be good.